Hi friends, welcome to the third lecture on aptitude, quantitative aptitude. So this is the decimal fraction. So very simple concept out of all the topics. So what does it mean by decimal fraction? First we need to study these things. What does it mean by a decimal fraction? So first decimal fraction. Decimal fraction means fraction in which denominators are powers of 10 are known as decimal fractions. So let us take some examples here. 1 by 10 is equal to zero point 0.1. So this is called a decimal fraction. Or 7 by 100 is equal to 0.07. This is also called a decimal fraction because here the denominator is 10 to the power of 1. Here the denominator is 10 square. Okay. Likewise, we can make another example also. 8 divided by 10,000. So which is equal to 0.0008. So here 10 power 4 is there as the denominator. So we can call these type of things as decimal fractions. And now conversion of a decimal into vulgar fraction. So we can call this 1 by 10 as vulgar fraction and zero point 0.1 is called decimal fraction. So please keep these things in mind. So this is vulgar fraction and this is called decimal fraction. Okay, so the decimal point should be there. This is the representation for a decimal, so this point should be there. So this is called decimal fraction. So now let us look into conversion of decimal fraction into vulgar fraction. So decimal to vulgar, fraction, how this can be done. So there is a fixed procedure for this. So this is very simple. Let us see this part. For example, I have 0.75 and I need to convert this decimal fraction into vulgar fraction. How can I convert this? I need to write this number. So this is 75 divided by, I need to put 1 here and then I need to put number of zeros and how many digits are present after the decimal. So after the decimal I have 2 digits, so I have to place 2 zeros after this one in the denominator. Okay, this is the thing. So now we can reduce this into further fraction, I mean simpler fraction. So this is 3 and this is 4, so this will be equal to 3 by 4. So this is the conversion from decimal fraction into vulgar fraction. So we can have one more thing also, that is 1.25. okay, let me convert this 1.25 into vulgar fraction, which is equal to 125 divided by 1 is there and there are 2 digits after the dot, so it is 100. So simply it will be 5 by 4, which is equal to 5 by 4. So this is the conversion from decimal fraction. So this is called decimal fraction and this is called vulgar fraction. Now there are some properties here. Okay, let us see those properties also. So annexing zeros to the extreme right of the decimal fraction, does it change its value? For example, I have 0.1. This is exactly equal to 0.10, which is exactly equal to 0.1000. How many zeros you can put? There is no value at all. Okay. Next, the numerator and denominator of a fraction contain the same number of decimal places, then we can remove the decimal sign. For example, if it is 1.25 divided by 1.02, this can be written as 125 divided by 102. Simply you can remove the decimal points as the digits after the decimal are same. Okay, the digital the number of decimal points are same, so we can simply remove the decimal. That's all. Now we need to go ahead with the operation of the decimal fractions. Yeah, so now let us look into operations on decimal fractions. So the first operation is the addition. First let us consider addition. So let me have addition here. Addition and subtraction both are same. Addition and subtraction. Okay, let me have some examples for this. For example, yeah, so how to do this? So let me have a question here. See, let us discuss this question. 11.11 plus 111.1 plus 1111.11. So how to add these decimal fractions? So first we need to write them according to the dot. So we need to write the dot as a column. Okay, so we need to put dot here for the second number also. So for the second fraction I have 3 ones here, so after the dot I have only one. Again I need to put dot here. After decimal I have 2 decimal points, so before decimal I have 4 digits here. Now I can simply add as a normal addition. So this is 1 and this is 1. So I can write it as 2. 1 1 1 is 3 dot 3 3 2 1. So this is the addition. So the answer would be 1233.32. So once you have arranged the all decimal fractions one in a row, and that too, sorry, as a column, and that too the decimal point at the exact place, then you can simply add them as usual. Okay, same thing can be applicable to subtraction also. So let me subtract 13 5.1967. So this will be done. 13 means 13.000. We can put how many zeros we want. So it is 5.1967. Now simply subtract. So how much it will be? 10. So it will be 3. 9 minus 6 is 3. 9 minus 9 is 0. 9 minus 1 is 8. Yeah, this is 12 now. So 12 minus 5 is 7. So this is the answer. 7.8033. Very simple. So this is for addition and subtraction. Let's move on to the multiplication and division. Yes. Yeah, multiplication and division. So the next topic is multiplication and division. So let us do the multiplication and division part. So this part is also very simple. So multiplication means, let me take an example directly. 0.2 into 0.03 into 0.004. So what is the value? First what we need to do means, let us multiply simply, so without having any decimals. So 2 into 3 is 6, 6 into 4 is 24. Simply you can write 24 here. Now add the decimals. So how many decimal points are here? Only one. So how many decimal points are here? 2. So how many decimal points are here? 3. So total how many decimal points are there in this product? It should be 3 plus 2 plus 1. It should be 6. So those many decimal points we need to keep here. So already 2 are there. So let me take 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all. That's all. So this is the answer. This is for multiplication. Now let's do the same problem for the multiplication, for the division also. For example, if I want to divide 0.00024 with 0.004. So how can we divide this? Simply take without decimal and just write the thing answer. That's all. First point. And then how we need to proceed? Actually, how many decimals are there in numerator? 1 2 3 4 5 6. 6 decimal points are present in numerator, and we need to subtract the number of decimal points in denominator. So I have 3 decimal points in denominator, so finally I should get 3 decimal points here, so it should be 0 0 0. So 0.006. So you can simply say, if you can multiply these two also, you will get the same thing, 0.006. So this is the explanation for multiplication and division. For multiplication, we need to add the number of decimal points of each number. For division, you need to subtract the number of decimal points in numerator and then denominator. That's all. So it's very simple concept. Now let's move on to the comparison of fractions. Yeah, compare the fractions. So how to compare these fractions? Let us see for an example. If I need to compare 3 by 5, 6 by 7 and 7 by 9, and I want to write these things in an descending order, for example. So how can I write them? First and foremost job is we need to convert these things into decimal fractions. So what is this? 3 by 5 means it is 0.6. Sorry. It's 0.6. Yeah. So its value is 0.6. And what is 6 by 7? It is 0.60. So how many times it will go with 7? 8 times. 7 8s are 56. So 8 times, and then 5 and then 7. 7 by 9 is 0.777. Now we need to arrange them in descending order. So according to this, which one is the smaller? Yeah, this one is the smaller, but we need to arrange this in descending order. Means first we need to write the bigger one, smaller, and at the end smallest thing. So here the bigger one is 6 by 7. So 6 by 7 comma 7 by 9 comma 3 by 5. So this is the answer. Okay, so this is the way we need to find the comparison of fractions. And let's move forward. So now let us discuss recurring decimal. So recurring decimal means, so here after decimal, one digit or some digits are continuously coming. So recurrently they are occurring. So that is called recurring decimal. So let us see what are those recurring decimals. So for example, if we have 1 by 3, so 1 by 3 is equal to 0.333 and so on. So this is called recurring decimal. Here 3 is repeating, so we need to put a dot on the top of the 3. So similarly, we have one more example, that is 22 by 7 pi value, so which is equal to 3.142857. Again 142857. In this way 142857 is repeating, so this is called recurring decimal. 142857. As so many numbers are digits are repeating, we need to put a bar on the top of them. So these things are called recurring decimal. But now we have two types in it. One is pure recurring decimal, and second one is mixed recurring decimal. So pure recurring decimal means we should have only recurring decimals are there. There is no other decimal. For example, if it is 0.5 dot, for example, it is equal to sorry, yeah, yes, that means see it is zero point 0.5 dot, and the one more example is 0.53 bar. Okay, similarly 0.067 bar. So these three are repeating continuously. So these type of recurring decimals are called pure recurring decimals. Now the next topic is conversion of pure recurring decimal into vulgar fraction. So if this is occurring, so how can we convert these things into vulgar fraction? So these things can convert into vulgar fraction by writing the all digits divided by number of digits after decimal. I mean, we need to write number of nines there. For example, in zero point 0.5 dot, I have only one decimal of, I mean, one decimal point. So I can write that digit directly divided by those many number of nines. So it is 5 by 9. Similarly, I can write the same thing for this. Here, two decimal points are there. So I can simply write them divided by those many nines. Similarly, I have three decimal points are here. So yeah, I can write them. So simply those many nines. So this is the procedure for getting pure recurring decimals. Now let us move on to the mixed recurring decimals. So how can we deal with this? So what does it mean by mixed recurrent decimal? That means here repeating and non-repeating digits are also there after decimal. So let me see, this is 0.16, here only 6 is repeating. Similarly 0.2273 bar, that means only 73 bar is repeating. Then the question arises, so how to convert these things into vulgar fraction? So this part is very simple, but please keep this in your eye. We need to write the digits after decimal as it is. So 16 I have written, minus you need to write the non-repeating digit, that is 1, divided by you need to write the number of repeating digits. So here number of repeating digits are only 1, so those many nines we need to keep, and we need to put 0 and number of non repeating digits. So let me write here, you just see for your clarity. So what exactly we have to do? In numerator, we need to take the difference between the number found by all digits after decimal and that found by the digits which are non-repeated. That means digits after decimal minus digits of non-repeating divided by, this is for the numerator, divided by. Next, what we need to do, in the denominator we need to take the number found by as many nines as there are repeating digits. So we need to write number of nines, number of repeating digits minus, sorry, number of repeating digits, and then zeros which are number of non-repeating digits, So please understand this formula clearly. Here we need to write digits after decimal. So digits after decimal are 1 and 6. So I have written this, minus digits of non-repeating. So non-repeating is only 1. 1 is here. So I have written this 16 minus 1 whole divided by number of repeating digits. So I have only one repeating digit, that is those many nines I need to place. So I can place only one 9. After that 0 number of non-repeating digits. So here non-repeating digits are 1, so it is 0. Okay, so let me discuss with these things so that it will be very clear for us. yeah, which is equal to, first we need to write digits after decimal. So digits after decimals are 2273 minus digits of non-repeating, which are 22 divided by next. uh, so number of repeating digits, so here 73 are repeating, so the number of repeating digits are 2, so I need to place 2 9s here. After that, number of non-repeating digits, so number of non-repeating digits are 2 2, so they are also 2, those many zeros I need to keep. Okay, that's all. So the answer is 2251 divided by 9900. Very simple concept. So after this, there are some basic formulae. So these formulae we have already discussed in the first unit itself. Okay, a plus b whole square, those type of formulae. So thank you so much for your time. So this is sufficient for this decimal fractions. These are very easy. Maybe you might have not seen these parts. Okay, recurring decimal, we know the recurring decimal, but we don't know how to convert them into vulgar fractions. Okay, I personally don't know these things. Just now I have come across to know all these things. Okay, so thank you so much. So I will keep the quiz also today, so please try to answer that and come up with the next day's class. Thank you so much.